This is a recorded intro for the Tom Prasada Rao concert that's happening September 20th. That's Sunday. A lot of people are coming to the concert because Tom is an award-winning singer-songwriter with a storied career who's right in the middle of his prime. He's kind of a big deal. He's won awards at Kerrville Folk Festival, at Falcon Ridge, at Washington Area Music Awards, and they're kind of ridiculous, even for award-winning singer-songwriters to win Best Male Vocalist 10 years in a row in a place is kind of unheard of. So that's the way a lot of us know him, but there's a whole other group of people who will be coming to the concert who know about Tom because of a song that he wrote this year called $20 Bill for George Floyd. And it's quite a remarkable story, and it speaks to the power of Tom and his songcraft, that you can see a news story and be disturbed by it, and in the same night, that's May 28th when he heard this story, to feel so compelled to write about it and then record a song that same night on a broken guitar and put it out on the internet and have it go viral. That's what happened with that song. It's been on Amy Goodman's Democracy Now! It was featured in Acoustic Guitar Magazine. It was top of the charts in June for Folk Alliance International. There's a Facebook page that has over 150 covers by people all over the world. And so that speaks to the power of a person. How many people can do that? In one night be moved, create art, put it out in the world, and have it be a testimony to the time that we're in. It's really special. So this concert, so welcome new fans of Tom Prasada Rao. What this concert is the seventh in a row that Tom and Little Tree Acoustic House Concerts has done as a fundraiser for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That's an organization that Tom has volunteered for the last 7 years. Increasingly, those shows have become collaborations where other people are invited on stage. In fact, last year we did it in the backyard, and there were 7 musicians on stage. This show's a little different in that it's a solo show by Tom. It's also 2 years into a fight with cancer that Tom's had, and so that's impacted the way his art gets into the world, but it hasn't harmed it. Anybody who's aware of that new song, $20 Bill, and the other songs he's been writing this year as a witness to this crazy year of 2020, they will know that his songs are as powerful as ever, if not more powerful, because of the time that we're in. And because of his focused perspective in his current fight with cancer. So I'm so happy that people are coming out and joining and supporting Tom. It's a critically important time to be supporting our artists now more than ever, because all their gigs have been canceled, and it's a threat to their ability to continue to put their art in the world just to survive. So thank you for doing that with Little Tree. The last thing I want to say, let me say something about American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, since this is a fundraiser for that. The way the concerts are going online is that we are to get around problems associated with live streaming. We're recording them beforehand, watching them together via a YouTube link, and Tom's available to reply to comments in real time on that YouTube link while the show's happening. And then we're immediately getting together for a Zoom gathering after the concert. So if you go to littletreeacoustic.com, make a donation for the show. You can separately designate a donation for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You can also donate to the concert series if you like, but if you give us more money than we need, we're just going to put it in Tom's pocket. That's what we do, because we're not here about making money. We're here about supporting the arts. And so that's how we're going to make this happen this year. But by virtue of the fact that we're recording the shows, they're actually available later after we watch the show together. So if you can't make the time, or as you're watching it, you're thinking, oh crap, I should have invited my friend in Australia, you can still do that. They can still use that link to make a payment. They can just watch the show out of sync. So that's the way it's working. And like all the Little Tree shows, live or recorded like these have been this year, we have the concert series has promises to you, and we have our traditions that we're keeping up no matter what. And so we have 3 promises and 3 traditions. One promise is it's always about the music, and there's always only excellent music. in this concert series, just like in many house concert series all over the country. So if you've not encountered house concerts before and you're learning about them because of this online intro, when we're able to get back together, go check them out locally. It may turn out to be your favorite way to listen to live music. It is for me, and it is for a lot of my friends and devotees of the series. Second thing is, the first is all about the music. Second is always awesome. These are world-class performers who play here. And the last thing is whatever you donate goes into the artist's pocket. So when we use PayPal service to facilitate prepayment for concerts, making donations beforehand, PayPal takes a fee. The concert series covers those fees. So if you tip the series with a donation when you make a payment, what we're doing with that is making sure we cover our costs, and that's one of our costs. The traditions that we have are, one's kind of fun and funny. We don't really know why we do it. We always have rum cake at every concert, and so we have been putting cakes in the mail. Tom got a whole cake for his family in Maryland, shipped from Lafayette, Colorado. Others have gotten cakes sent to them who make that request. There also is the recipe that I always include with the concert announcements, and you can find, if you go to littletreeacoustics.com, you can find the recipe. You'll get it with the email response once you make a donation, and there's also a YouTube video showing you how to do that, just for fun. The second tradition is we have a series poster. Actually, we have two now because in the 12th year we've run out of space. In the first one, every performer who plays here signs the poster, and it's lovely to relive 12 years of concerts by having that. And then thirdly is I always read the first sentence from a little book called The Education of Little Tree, and I'm going to recite that for you now. It's written from the perspective of a 5-year-old Cherokee Indian boy named Little Tree, and he says, as the opening sentence of the book, "Grandma says when you come on something good, first thing to do is share it with whoever you can find. That way the good spreads out to where no telling it will go." Which is right. So that's what we know we're about. We're about spreading good in the world. And now the good this time is Tam Prasada Rao. And so I'm going to stop talking and we're going to start the concert. So thank you for joining us.